What's going on, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here in the backyard, bringing you another episode of Backyard Prospecting. And today on the show, we are going to be checking out some new gear. A little strange pan. It's kind of what you're used to, but not quite the same. And this is from Sluice Fox. So we're going to check that out today. See if this wild riffle system makes any difference or if it's just a gimmick. But that's what we're up to today here on the shed, or by the shed. And let's check it out. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Backyard prospecting, blazing trails by the riverside. In search of treasures, no place to hide. With gold in our eyes, it won't be denied.
All right, welcome back. So like I was saying, today we're checking out the Diminishing Riffle or the Vanishing Riffle pan from Sluice Fox. This one here is the 11-inch. It's the medium size. I didn't get the large one because I wanted something that fits the size of what I do. I'm in the shed, so my containers are a little bit smaller. I'm not running production, and I just want to get through a pan of some dirt. So that's the one that I picked up. They do make this in two other sizes. They make a 9-inch and a 15-inch. So if you want to run a lot more material, that one will hold like 4 or so shovelfuls. This one probably about a shovel and a half. I don't know, it just depends on how much material you want to shove in there and try to shake down. Remember, the more you put in, the heavier it's going to be. But we're going to check this baby out. Now, give you a quick up close and show you the unique feature. It's got a spiral, not so much spiral, but a downward sloping riffle system on the small riffles. So all the riffles, they start off bigger over here and they work their way smaller to over here where it's much finer. And then of course you got a couple of your standard drop riffles here that any pan's gonna have. These are actually pretty nice. They're sharp and they go in pretty deep. So that should help get you through material a lot quicker. And then the pan itself has a nice big face. Now I like big face pans because that's where you're really doing your finishing work, your back panning. So this is good. This is a pretty nice setup, pretty decent little pan here. Cost me $9.99 on Amazon. You can go check it out, pick one up for yourself if you're interested. But we're gonna check it out today. Now, first things first is you're gonna wanna season your pan. To do that, it's super simple. A lot of people make a big deal out of it. They go, oh, get some sandpaper and really work the thing. I'm gonna tell you a secret. Just throw some rocks in it and shuffle it around. I guarantee it'll get scratched up really fast. The only thing you really want to do as far as seasoning a pan goes is just wash it off, get it that initial mold release. If the factory where this is made uses like a oil-based mold release, that may stay on the pan, and you want to clean that off so it doesn't make any of your finer gold float away. So to do that, you can use some Dawn. I'm actually just going to use some of my Jet Dry. Believe it or not, Jet Dry is actually made for cleaning dishes. Specifically, getting that water and those oils and the final cleanup. So we just run that on there, clean it up a little bit. Nothing major, nothing spectacular. Throw that out. I don't want that in my panning water. And there you go. Now we're ready to scuff things up. Now for today's dirt, I just grabbed some tailings out of my bucket and off the ground. Just a little random rocks that we've panned through before. So it's a little bit of everything. And that's about as much as I really feel. You know what? They really loaded it up in their video, so I'm going to put it to that same expectation. Now I added some black sands and some heavies in here just to be sure we're getting all walks of life as far as material goes. There's a little bit of organics in there. And yeah, seasoning the pan, really simple, just move it around in a circular motion across the face of the pan, across the riffles. Swirl it. That pan is seasoned. Now, like I was saying, this is tailings, so I've already gotten the gold out of it. So just to be sure, I mean, I don't expect that I wouldn't get the gold out. I mean, I can pan with just about anything. But it's nice to confirm. And so I have 1 gram of gold sitting here in this little vial that I got weighed out. We got our material. This is all mostly chunky gold, so we're not really going to be testing out the fine gold catching abilities here. All right, so that's all ready to go. I'm going to put the camera down here so you guys can actually see what I'm doing, and we'll check this pan out and see if it's any good. All right. Now, just like with any pan, your standard side-to-side motion is going to get your gold to settle. If you can do it on the water and you don't mind making the mess from splashing, that makes it lighter. Stratifying is the most important step, of course. So you want to get that gold down to the ground, to the bottom, the face of the pan, get it out of the fluid sands, because if it's rolling around up there, that's how you lose your gold. All right, let's get to it. Now the sides of the pan have nice 45-degree walls, so that lets you work a good amount of material and get rid of a good amount of material every dip. Seeing the gold popping up on the sides. A couple bigger rocks in here that I'm trying to get rid of, but they don't want to go, so if it ain't gold, toss it. All right. Now we're mostly black sands and a little bit of heavier material. I can see some gold shuffling around in there. So we're gonna move over to the finer riffles. This is where things get a little bit weird. They do make me a little bit nervous because while the riffles do slide back to the smaller, when it's tilting this way, they're sliding out. So any gold that might be down here could maybe ride the riffle up and over is what I'd be concerned of. But who knows? We'll see how that all works out. It may be a nominal angle. And that doesn't really make any difference either way. Or it could make all the difference. I don't know. They didn't really focus a lot on this in the showcase video. Any new gear, I like to watch the manufacturer's video just to make sure I'm using their thing right. And he pretty much just used it like a regular pan. I mean, it is still basically your standard pan. But I want to use these smaller riffles just to get rid of some of this lighter material. Go back over to the big, small riffles. Sure, has a lot of black sand in it, and that's just keeping all these rocks in here. All right, we're getting down to the bottom of it. Just had to work out a lot of I had a lot of black sands in this material. And black sands on a black pan are sometimes kind of hard to deal with. So that might be something to keep in mind if you go to pick one of these up. They do also come in green. So if your material has a lot of black sand, it might be a good idea to pick up a green one instead. Just give yourself a little bit more contrast. See what you're doing. All right, that's about as far down as I trust going that way. Now, a couple smaller pieces I'll have to go back and grab. All right, let's start snuffering up some of this gold. Couple little pieces that I'm finding here. But got most of it separated out. All right. Got our gold out of there. Okay. Third time's a charm. It's all cleaned out. There you go. There's my gold, baby. That's what I found. That's what I got back. I'm going to take it inside and weigh it out. Should be just about a gram. A hair over. The scale I weighed it on said 1.07. So we'll see if the scale in the shed agrees with what we found being 1.07. If not, on Monday night we'll have a little time going through these tailings. We'll run them down the sluice, see if we can't find our gold. All right, we're back. We got the gold all dried up, and just to see what we recovered, $1.017. Pretty sure it was supposed to be 1.01 or 1.07. It's a different scale though, so that might make a difference. Overall though, it's a nominal amount because what I was really after is that 1 gram. That's what I meant to be grabbing. And that's what we got back. So the pan absolutely recovered the material, or the gold rather. And there you go, 1 gram of beautiful gold back in my vial, right where it belongs. And there you go. All right. Not bad. All right. So the diminishing or the vanishing riffle pan from Sluice Fox. Again, we got the 9-inch. No, we got the 11-inch pan. And overall, it's not too bad. We'll go over some of the things that I liked about it, and then a little bit of what I didn't. What I do like about it is these nice big deep riffles on the large riffles. Always good to see those nice sharp riffles, so it's going to catch that material much better than those little mounds that you see on some pans. Nice, well done. The face of the pan is a great big size here, so you can really use that to back pan, and that's where your fine recovery is going to happen anyways, so really good there. Now the part that I wasn't too keen on is unfortunately the main gimmick of this pan, being the diminishing riffle. Now maybe I just need to use it a few more times to get used to it, but overall I don't really feel like it benefited to have this alternating riffle size. What I would have liked to have rather is a medium-sized riffle and then a fine riffle, or just the textured face over here, which could just be very, very fine riffles all the way down, but not combined. I want to separate these areas so that I'm not having to change the way I'm working with the material. The bigger riffles, you work it faster. The smaller riffles, you work it slower. And so having it go from one to the other was kind of weird. It didn't really affect anything too much. Overall, to me, it's kind of just a gimmick. It works, but so does every other pan out there. So it doesn't necessarily take away from the function of the pan. I was absolutely able to recover the gold that I put in there. I put a gram in, got a gram back, so we're good. But overall, it's not something I would say is going to be the selling point of this pan. The pan is a good pan, don't get me wrong. $9, this is a great pan for $9. It's nice and light, and it'll get the job done pretty damn well. I would say maybe pick up the green one, because if you have really heavy black sands, like I mentioned earlier, it can be really hard to see the difference from the pan to the black sands. That was really the main trouble that I had. Once I got down to the black sands, it was tough to work them because they just didn't want to move. And that's probably just more the material that I was using than anything else. It was just really, really heavy. But overall, I think the pan works just fine. For $9, it won't steer you wrong. And so, yeah, if you only got $9 to spend and you don't want to go pick up, a higher end, more expensive pan, this is absolutely a great option for you, and it will definitely get the job done. So go check them out. I'll leave a link down below. So if you do want to pick one up, you can pick it up there right on Amazon. Sluice Fox, Diminishing Riffle or Vanishing Riffle. I've seen it written up as both. It doesn't say anything on the back other than there's a patent pending. But there you go. That's that pan. Go check it out. If you don't have a pan, it's not a bad starting point. And there you go. And that's all I got. So, if you had a good time today and you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit like. If you're new here and you're not a subscriber already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button while you're there. And the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future content. If you'd like to pick up some backyard swag like a tapestry, a hat, shirts, pretty much whatever, sweaters, panties, shorts, shoes, I got it all. Water bottles. Go check out the swag shop, backyardprospecting.com, in the Prospector shop, where I also sell some stuff there as well, paydirt and miscellaneous things from time to time. So give that a look as well. But otherwise, I just want to thank you for hanging out here with me and reviewing this new pan with me. And I hope to see you next time. Don't forget to join me Monday nights, 5 p.m. Pacific, for some BSing in the shed. And otherwise, we'll see you next time out here in the shed. This is Dig Daddy signing out. If I don't see you out in the backyard, wait. No, that's where I will see it. But if I don't see you out in the river, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace.